Welcome back. Getting cold again right now. A lot of people are heading out towards for March break. So we were talking about that with CAA a little bit earlier. In fact, coming up at 7:30, Frank is going to have cushion.
Okay, there we go. We're a little bit tight in here today.
We're going to be taking a look in a bit about your drive. If you're going down I-75 or what's the other, I-90? I-90, which is better. Frank has some advice and some gas prices.
And with long commutes, you want to make sure your car's in tip-top shape, carrying precious cargo known as our family member. So welcome George Eny, director of the Automobile, although automobiles sound delicious too, Protection Association. Good morning.
Hi there.
Now, you're going to be talking a little later. We're going to be talking about recalls. You might be driving a defective car right now and not even know it, or you do, and maybe you should be doing something about it. So that's coming up. But right now, we thought while we had you here, we'd pick your brain about those lights that are flashing on our dashboard that we're ignoring.
Well, they shouldn't be flashing. Hopefully, they shouldn't be on at all, but if they're flashing, you have a problem.
Then it's a reason.
No, really, though, because you hear like the check engine flashes, and then you may rush over to your mechanic, and then they're, you could have waited another couple of weeks.
So let's start with the check engine light, because I think that's the most common light that comes on, because nobody really knows. Like I checked it. The engine is there. So here's the check engine. Here's the check engine. So what does that mean?
First of all, it's a yellow amber color.
Yeah.
So that's a warning. So it doesn't mean pull over immediately.
Okay.
It means that you have a cold. So you should monitor that and have it looked at. But you could continue to drive that way for a while.
For a while. What's a while?
Certainly long enough to get home safely.
Okay.
It's generally hooked up to one of the electronic sensors on your vehicle. There might be 8 or 10 of them, and one of them is out of range.
What could it be? A variety of things. Different sensors.
The most common one is that your exhaust gases are not running within the range for low pollution. So your engine is polluting excessively.
Okay.
In some cases, it could be one of the other sensors. So what would happen is your engine goes into a kind of a fail-safe mode. So it will correct, but your fuel consumption could increase a bit. Your emissions would be high.
So you're not in immediate danger, but get it to a shop soon.
Right, and actually the danger is more for the people breathing the lousy air.
Right.
So these were added, but it's coming out of your tailpipe, so you're already gone before you. So this was sort of agreed upon between the government, U.S. government, and the manufacturers over the years. The governments wanted to make sure that people knew that it wasn't only when you brought it in for service that a technician would discover there was a problem, that you had a warning so that you would act on it.
Okay, next one.
So let's see the next one. This pops up on your dashboard. First of all,
what is it?
Okay, it looks like something to do with coolant, right?
Temperature.
I'm running a fever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So again, how urgent is this? What do I need to know? How long can I go?
Look at the color.
Red.
It's red. Red is bad.
Code red. Yeah. So this means you pull over as quickly as you can. So you might be able to drive a couple of kilometers. But I wouldn't try and drive around for a while like that. You could cook the engine.
Does speed make it worse? Like if you're on the highway, is it best to perhaps go a little slower in the right-hand lane, signal your hazards? Does that make it worse?
Or, as I'm thinking, drive faster to cool off your engine with the air.
I would say air cooling off your engine is probably good. Not just the engine, but the rad in front. I wouldn't drive faster.
Okay.
I mean, you're just been told that you're like in trouble. So I think the most important thing is to find a safe place.
Immediate
pull over.
attention.
Well, not pull over in a dangerous manner. You probably have enough time to do that. One of the things, if you're in traffic and can't pull over, run the heater. Because that will help you. It will fry you, but it will take heat, at least in theory, out of the engine compartment.
A little bit, just might be that little bit that you might need.
If your car is doing this because of normal degradation inside the cooling system, then running the heater would be okay. If you'd lost all your coolant, then that wouldn't really make much of a difference.
Okay.
All right, let's bring up the next one, Barb.
That is more gravy with my mashed potatoes,
That's
please.
right.
Is that what you see?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never thought. Yeah, well, the engineers who came up with that symbol never imagined you would have to interpret it. That's the problem.
Genie in a lamp, maybe, as well.
Oh, no. Oh, that's really bad. No, I'm having a coronary.
Okay.
Yeah, like, pull over right away.
That has to do with the oil.
Yeah,
You're out of oil.
The people who came up with that would have imagined that you would recognize that as an oil can. And in fact, actually, oil doesn't come in cans like that much anymore. And I didn't realize all these other things, a gravy boat would do the trick. So It's an unfortunate symbol because we do occasionally have people come in and say, I have a $7,000 estimate, that light was on, but I went home.
People don't realize oil is the lifeblood of your car, literally.
It's the equivalent of your circulatory system.
Yeah,
So this one, unfortunately, you can't play with.
Don't fool around with this one. Just get this out. Okay.
Get to a
Turn the
garage
engine
right
off.
away.
All right, one
Yeah,
more.
like literally even driving an extra 5 kilometers to your, so you're, I don't know, near or something, near public transit to get home,
Yeah.
whatever, could be enough to wreck an engine if that light is on for a serious reason.
That could burn it out that quickly? 5
Yeah.
kilometers from the time
Once
it
the light
shows?
goes on, yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Here's another red one.
Yeah.
What's this?
Battery.
Yeah, so my battery is not being charged. So the battery itself is probably, could be okay, but it's not getting the support it needs. So on an older car, you could have driven that light on for quite a while. On a newer car, everything is electric, so the load on the battery is much greater. You might have a few minutes, maybe half an hour running that way before it packs it in.
So out of all of those, I'm shocked to hear that it's the check oil sign that really is the most lethal and expensive to your car.
The gravy boat.
The
Yeah, the
gravy
gravy
I can't
boat.
believe it. I'm really,
See?
I learned something
can
new actually.
sink your car.
Now maybe we should, you know, I can't really point. To me, I look at this and I say, this is really bad, but it never occurred to me that it might be reminding you of a Thanksgiving dinner you had one day.
You bring up something very interesting, too, because when we were kids growing up, you know, and the lights came up on the dashboard all the time on my father's car, all the time. And literally, they would put masking tape over it. And we could drive for miles on
Yep.
you know, and go on. We
Well,
go for years sometimes. But you're saying cars are different these days. We need to pay more attention.
With the amber lights, you could drive a good long distance. And in fact, I can think of it, there was a period when General Motors was having trouble with the quality of its sensors. So owners of these cars, the cabs in Toronto, often used to have that light covered over if it was a GM car.
Duct tape.
Yeah. So, but you should, it's better to have it attended to. You'll get better performance from the vehicle.
Okay, so pay attention. Coming up, the number of people who ignore recall notices is huge, and we're going to be telling you why you should not be ignoring it. As well, tell you how you can find out if your vehicle is currently under a recall notice right now. Interesting.
More BT after this. Thanks, George.
Sales of
Part two.
black tape.